early. What's wrong?
I couldn't sleep.
Come on. Want to buy a glass of juice?
Yeah, sure. That'd be great.
What's, Hey, use mine. What's with the duck face?
What do you mean, duck face?
You know, that face you put on every time something's bothering you.
Thanks a lot. Is Cheryl back yet?
Mary, it's 6 a.m. Cheryl said she was spending the night at the shelter. All those kids are probably still asleep down there.
That little girl that she's there with, that she's taking
Oh,
care of.
yeah, Becky.
I couldn't get her out of my mind all night long.
So that's it.
I started off thinking, how could a mother do that to a little child, just abandon her like that? So immediately that went to, well, look who's talking, which is probably what you're thinking right now.
I'm not thinking about anything. Hi.
Leave that place.
What's the matter?
I tried to get Becky out of there. They stopped me.
Honey, she was sent down there by a court order.
How can they make her stay in such a horrible place?
Well, what's so horrible?
Mama, Becky didn't even have a bed to sleep in.
What?
Becky can't stay there. We have to get her out of there. I need your help.
And the killer never bothered to show.
Maybe he was scared off by all the traffic in and out of the hospital.
Maybe he was on to us.
Adam, you know, he could just be waiting for us to be more relaxed, to forget about him, and then he's going to strike when we're not expecting it.
That'd fit his MO, wouldn't it? Well, I left quite a bit of backup at the hospital just in case.
What's the prognosis on John?
It's a pretty rough operation. Jamie said the doctor thought he got most of the hematoma.
Do they think he'll regain his eyesight?
They're not sure. A couple of weeks. If he does, even if he does, maybe just partial.
Boy, that's rough.
And he's the only one who can identify the killer. Believe that?
Boy, it's a zoo out there. Now, how are we supposed to keep Carlisle under wraps with that press corps nosing around?
It's our only chance. The stalker thinks that Tony's still out on the street. We still got a chance of nabbing this guy.
Nah, they're going to come up with the truth unless we can get a better plan. MJ, call Peggy Lazarus and ask her to come up here, will you, please? You know, we're walking a mighty thin line on Carlisle's rights.
Tony agreed to stay in jail for a couple of days.
Are we really sure that he's not the killer?
Say, Felicia, you know where I could come up with a fast 50 grand?
Only 50? Really?
Just kidding.
I just called the hospital. John Hudson's out of surgery.
Yeah, I know. Donna called me earlier this morning.
Jamie says it'll be a while before they can tell if he'll see or not. Why are you up so early?
I don't know. I couldn't sleep after Donna called.
Felicia, you were up all night long. Are you worried about something? Is it Mitch?
No, I'm fine. Really.
You're worried. I know it.
Would you stop being a psychic? All right, it's Mitch. We had a terrible misunderstanding last night, the worst ever.
Felicia, you'll work it out.
Yeah.
Mitch is a great guy. I like him a lot. You know, better than some of the other men in your life.
Exactly what other men in my life don't you approve of?
Well, no one in particular.
Oh, I don't think that's true. Come on, be honest. What do you have against Alan Glazer? But he really does have a wonderful sense of humor.
If you like him, fine.
I do like him. He makes me laugh. In fact, I like him a lot.
As much as Mitch?
Mitch, I don't think that I'm going to see Prince Charming again.
What did you do?
Oh, I botched it. And boy, when I botch it, honey, I botch it.
Well, it can't be that bad.
Oh, it's worse. He started to tell me how he felt about me, and I turned around and I insulted him.
How?
He brought me back to my suite last night. He had everything set up. Candlelight dinner. Soft music, wine, even lobster. I accused him of not caring about me.
Felicia, this doesn't sound like you.
I have to find him. I have to tell him what a jerk I am. Think it's too late?
Absolutely not.
Right. Right.
Adam is right. Tony cannot be the stalker, but the public is not going to let up until we get the killer behind bars. We've got to let Tony go.
No, he's cooperating with us. He wants to catch the killer as much as anybody.
Tony could sue for wrongful arrest, Adam. He's got the grounds.
Then drop the charges.
Yeah, and let us keep Tony on ice somewhere until the killer's caught.
No, look, anything. Just keep the press off our back.
Look, that way we can get Tony out of town the same way that we got Nancy out of town.
Okay, but then what?
We wait for the stalker to make his next move. And believe me, he's going to. He has got to go after John Hudson.
Well, what's he waiting for?
Wait a minute. Unless he knows that John is blind.
Adam, how could he possibly know that?
Of course, it all makes sense. That fits. That's why he didn't go after him in the hospital. He knows that John cannot ID him unless he regains his sight.
This part of Another World is brought to you by Jif. The peanut butter with that fresh roasted, just cracked out of the shell, peanutty Jifference.
Haven't seen you for quite a while, Lisa.
I've been busy.
Still working with Adam on the case.
In fact, I'm meeting with him now.
Oh. Okay. Has there been any word on John Hudson?
He's fine. Excuse me.
Lisa, why don't you like me? I'm really not such a bad fellow when you get to know me. I'll tell you, maybe you and I and Felicia, of course, maybe we could have dinner together tonight. We could, I don't know, we could try the new restaurant on the south side.
Oh, fine. Whatever you like. Excuse me.
I look forward to it.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. You're looking at a man who just struck out.
Oh, no, you didn't. Lisa's been under a lot of strain since she's been working with Adam. Here, coffee.
I know she has been. I thought maybe I could take her mind off it.
Well, you know, she didn't sleep very well last night, all this business with John Hudson.
Yeah, it's terrible. I tried to talk to him. He certainly wasn't very receptive.
Well, I'm sure it's all just too much for him, you know?
Well, come on. Stout hearts. He recovered.
I know, but he may never see again.
Yeah, that's the tragedy, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Come on, sit down. Come on.
So,
when are you going to take the two of us out for dinner?
tonight.
Ah, can I let you know about that? There is something that I need to take care of, and I... Mitch?
I'll wait for your phone call, Felicia.
We're gonna take Tony out the back way.
Is that hallway clear?
Yes, sir, Captain.
How are you going to transport him?
Val's got his old Chevy parked out back.
What about my job? Can I call Matt Corey?
Tony, I'm sorry. It's really too dangerous for you to communicate with anybody.
But I'm free. I'm really free.
You're really free.
We're going to drop the jailbreaking charges, Tony.
Thanks a lot.
Yeah, well, I'd planned to drop him right along. I was going to drop him.
Look, Tony, I know this has been hard on you. And for that, I'm sorry.
Just get this guy, okay?
Don't worry.
I mean, I could have spent the rest of my life in prison. I lost everything because of him. Everything that mattered.
I'll get him.
So, ready to hit the streets?
Yeah. If you talk to Nancy, tell her I was asking about her.
Well, we can't have tears, can we? We've got to wipe those tears away from that pretty face. There we go. That's
Becky, this is my mom. She wanted to come and meet you.
Oh, I really did, after Cheryl told me so much about you. My name is Mary. Gee, that's a pretty doll. Does she have a name? You want to tell me what it is?
Sherry.
That's lovely. Well, how do you do, Sherry? I'm so pleased to meet you. My name is Mary. There, that's better, huh?
Sherry's hungry. She is. Well, we're going to have to do something about that. What does Sherry think about blueberry pancakes?
That's her favorite.
It is? Good.
What if she can't eat them all?
I'll help her.
You promise?
It's pretty incredible, isn't it?
Incredible is not the word. It is disgraceful.
I told you.
No, you didn't tell me enough. This place should be closed down.
What do you think you're doing?
Do you work here?
That's right. Who are you?
I'm a mother, and I'm a concerned citizen, and I am appalled at the conditions in this place.
Spare me the do-gooder speeches, lady.
I want to see someone now, and I'm not leaving here until I do.
I'm the only person here. I wish I had more help, but I don't, and that's the way it is.
Well, it cannot be allowed to continue this way.
Look, do you know somebody who'd like to donate a couple of million to help the cause?
I came as soon as I could.
How could you allow this child to be sent to a place like this?
Mary, it was the judge's decision. What are you talking?
What judge would send a child here? You could have talked to him. She could have spent the night with Cheryl. She could have had a hot meal. She could have had a hot bath. She could have had a bed to sleep in.
Mary, would you listen?
You know where this child spent the night? Sleeping. Here. Perhaps you should go tell His Honor that.
Would you simmer down, please? Now, sure, I would have liked to have seen Becky spend the night with the McKinnons, but you just can't arrange those things. There are legal complications.
That baby spending the night on this bench without a pillow or a blanket or anything is not a legal complication. It is a crime.
Look, the whole purpose of these shelters, Mary, is to help kids like Becky until some good foster homes can be found. You know that.
I'm not letting her stay here another day, Zach.
Can I use your phone?
Oh, sure, follow me. Look, if you can come up with a new executive director and drum us up some funds, that's all any of us want. Until then, this is reality.
Reality can be improved upon. Reality can be changed.
Like I said, good luck.
Wait here.
Can't leave her here.
We may not have a choice, honey. Oh, no. You don't want your dolly to see you crying, do you?
Sherry wants to go home. She wants Daddy.
I know, sweetheart. We're gonna get you and Sherry out of here today.
Can we come with you?
Can't we find some way to take her with us?
Honey, there are laws.
Well, then the laws are stupid if all they can do is hurt innocent children.
Please don't leave me. My mommy left me, please.
Can you stand up on this bench, do you think? Come on. Okay, now come here. We're getting out of here.
Yay!
Go quiet.
Hi.
You look very chipper today.
Ah, bad night. What are you doing here so early?
Oh, seeing a dealer. I'm thinking of showing my new work.
Oh, Rachel, that's great news.
Oh, I don't know. It's got to be better than the last exhibit.
Come on, it's not that bad.
What's bothering you?
Nothing, really.
It's Mitch, isn't it? Come on, just tell me to mind my own business if you want.
Rachel, I just don't want to talk about something that I think might make you feel uncomfortable, that's all.
Why? Because I loved him?
Are you sure that's all I have in the account? Well, what about my savings bonds? That's it? No. Thanks.
Rachel, I just don't understand what I feel about Mitch. Okay, I'm very drawn to him. And I'm just not sure that I should be.
Oh, I remember that feeling. Loving Mitch is a real emotional roller coaster.
It is?
I don't know, he gets into your blood. He makes you hungry for things that you didn't even know about. There's something underneath the surface also that's so dangerous and mysterious. And suddenly that's what you really want. You just have to have that. Anyway, I know what it's like.
He still gets to you, doesn't he?
I was very much in love with him.
Rachel,
But
come
honey,
on.
that's all over with now.
You just don't turn those kinds of emotions off.
Am I interrupting anything? It's working. Everything is falling right into place. Just a little bit more patience and planning.
What about John Hudson?
Don't know about his eyesight for weeks now. I'm safe for the present.
At least you made a date with Felicia. You can take care of her then.
No, I'm not killing anymore. I told you that. You know why I had to ask Felicia out? She's the way to what I deserve. Felicia is going to help me get my reward. It's the only reason I killed all those bad women. I've been good. I've worked hard. And now I deserve my reward. Yes, hello, it's Dr. Alan Glazer. I own the cottage out on the beach. Yeah. Look, it's that time of the year again. I wonder if you'd do me a favor. Would you open it up? Yeah. Oh, one other thing, too. I wonder, would you make sure that each room is filled with fresh-cut flowers? Yes, I'm bringing somebody out that I'd like to impress. Well, yes, you could say that it's a honeymoon.
where John landed. Donna took off running. The stalker's up there on the balcony looking down to see if John's still moving. All right. But then what? Then what happened? Then what? I mean, did he chase after Donna, or did he just stand up there and watch? How long did he stay before he took off? Is this some kind of test? Some game? Wait a minute, I'm getting ahead of myself. Come on. Come on. You watched her as she came up to the door. I knew she felt safe. You were the one who sent her the note. You copied Michael's handwriting so perfectly, even she didn't suspect anything. I was thinking how clever you are, how brilliant. Yes, you love to manipulate these people. You love the feeling that you get when you do it. That's what you feel when you see Donna, isn't it? She's happy. She's smiling. She's relaxed. She thinks she's going to see Michael. You watch her. She goes inside. You wait a few seconds. And then you follow her inside. You close the door, and Donna hears you from the stairs and looks down. She calls out for Michael. You know you have her trapped. It excites you. So you let her go up. You let her go all the way to the top. All the way. Because this time she's not going to get away from you. Yeah, it's so easy. And you've waited so long for this. But this time you're going to kill her.
Stay tuned for the next part of Another World. Now, the next part of Another World.
Donna sees you. You see the terror on her face. You go for her, but she escapes upstairs. You go after her. Put your hands on Donna's neck. Oh, it's just going to be so easy. John Hudson's here. You fight with him. You struggle. He pulls up your mask. He sees your face. He looks straight into your eyes. You struggle with him again. You pull your mask back down. You're fighting. Wait. Donna's getting away. You can't let her do that. Now you and John are out on the balcony. You're struggling. You're fighting. You push him over. Wait, there's Donna. She's getting away. Why aren't you chasing her?
Why are you letting her get away?
He doesn't want to kill her. He never wanted to. She forced him. Mother forced him the whole time. He never wanted to do it.
What else? What else?
He's trying to shut her out. Trying to stop her voice. He can't. She's too strong. Adam.
Go on. What do you feel?
I feel him right now. I feel him. Something's different.
What's different? Can you feel it? What's different?
Something's changed.
What is it?
He's getting ready to do something. He's in control now. Not her. It's all changed.
I've noticed that there is something going on between you and Felicia for some time.
And you're saying that she would be better off without me, alone?
I just don't want what happened to me to happen to her.
Well, it won't. Because you ended it, not me.
Oh, come on, Mitch. Be honest with yourself. It never would have worked with us.
Oh, really? Why not?
Because we were together for all the wrong reasons. I thought I needed some excitement in my life. You were an escape for me, that's all.
Oh, so that's that's it. Just an escape.
If you were honest with yourself, you'd admit it was the same for you. You weren't after a lasting relationship. You wanted someone you couldn't have. I was just a challenge for you. That's all.
No, that's not all. I loved you.
And I loved you. But, Mitch, I'm not sure that kind of love would have made a lasting relationship, and that's what Felicia needs.
What, and I'm not capable of making a commitment, of giving that to her?
No, that's not it. I'm just saying don't make the same mistake twice. Look, Felicia isn't like me. She doesn't have a Mackenzie Corey standing in the wings. You have a chance for a real relationship with her. You can give each other love. But if you're not willing to make that kind of commitment, give her that kind of love, why don't you just walk away from it? Mitch, she doesn't deserve to be hurt. She deserves more than that. And you know, so do you. Well, that's all the unsolicited advice I'm going to give anybody today. I have to go.
What's that? What are you doing?
I'm, trying to figure out my personal worth. Strictly bargain basement here.
Is there any news about the tape?
Look, I told you not to worry about it, okay?
Oh, right. The next rated tape of me floating around with the mob? Of course, I won't worry.
I made contact with this agent guy, and I hear he'll sell me the tape back.
You're kidding. That's great. What? What's wrong?
Well, he'll sell me the tape. But it's gonna cost, $50,000.
$50,000?
Cash.
First floor. Okay, how's that?
You ready for your pancakes?
They're for Sherry. Hey, I thought you said you were gonna have some of them.
She's going to help with them, right? Maybe Sherry would like to start with that.
Sherry loves milk.
That's good.
Sherry's had enough.
Well, I guess you'll just have to finish it for her. Sometimes you just have to do the right thing.
And we're gonna get in trouble?
I hope not. Why don't you take Becky and Sherry upstairs? Maybe they'd like a nice warm bath while I get started on these pancakes.
Okay, that sounds like a good idea. Hey, how would you like to see my room? Okay, come on. Let's go.
Zach called me at work. You didn't really take off with that kid, did you?
I brought Becky home with us, and she's upstairs with Cheryl, and I'm about to make some blueberry pancakes. Would you like some?
You did take her. I can't believe it. Mary, what you did is
What I did was stand up for what I believe was right, and I would do it again in a minute. Could you get me some eggs, please?
Oh.
You kidnapped her, didn't you?
I brought Becky home with us.
Mary, you just cannot walk into a shelter and walk out with a child. The law doesn't like it.
Okay, Zach, I think you better listen to me. I think you better both listen to me on this. I'm a mother, and as a mother, there is no way that I was going to leave that child in that dreadful place. If I'd had a van outside, I would have picked up every kid I could lay my hands on, and I would have driven away from their singing without one iota of guilt.
But, Mary,
Do
you
not
just
but
cannot...
marry me. And do not tell me about bureaucracy and red tape. That little child belongs with her parents, and if circumstances prevent that, then she belongs in a loving home with a loving family until the right home can be found for her. That's why I brought her here. Now, you can do whatever you want to do. You want to call the police, you want to call the judge, you want to have me arrested, go ahead, do it. I've been in jail before. I'll go again if I have to. But one thing I will not do, I cannot do, is I will not compromise my principles. I am going to take care of that child until I am convinced that she is going to a good home. Is that clear?
Yeah, that's clear.
You are one hell of a woman, Mary McKinnon.
I got into the killer's mind. Maybe because we were at the lighthouse and that's where he was last. Maybe that's why it was so strong.
All right, now just try and tell me exactly what you felt.
I can't explain it. It's like something in his mind changed. Like he was changing his strategy.
I mean, like his M.O.
Maybe. I don't know.
Concentrate, Lisa. Try to get me to understand.
It's her.
His mother?
Yeah.
Is she ordering him to do something?
She's pushing him, but he won't obey. He's not going to listen to her anymore.
I can't come up with $50,000.
You don't have to come up with $50,000. I'll figure something out, all right?
Dad, there is nothing to figure out. We can't get it.
I told you I'd get that tape back, and I will. I made a promise, and I'm not going to break it. Have I ever broken a promise to you?
About last night.
Forget it.
No. No, I can't forget it. I wanted to tell you how sorry I was. I just didn't want to do it in front of Rachel.
Have a seat. We had quite a talk.
About what? I mean, if you want to tell me.
Old times. Rachel said some things that I didn't particularly want to hear.
When you were in love with Rachel, did you love her for the right reasons?
Maybe I was trying to, like Rachel said, prove something.
Like what?
That I could have the impossible.
So what are you saying? That you can only love a woman who you know you can't have?
What's the point of this?
You're the one that told me that you never could have a lasting relationship.
So I've been cautious. Maybe the right time and the right place and the right woman hasn't come along. Did you ever think of that?
No.
Or maybe you would rather prefer to think something else was wrong.
Look, I just am trying to find out what it is you want.
I just don't like to analyze everything.
Why can't you be honest and talk about how you feel about
Because
something?
I don't like my life just, dissected and put under a microscope.
I see. So I guess then we can't ever talk about anything without starting World War III. Is
No,
that
not
it?
even unless you keep pushing. It's like last night. I think our kiss came out of half frustration.
Excuse me?
Yes, I mean, if I kiss you, it's because I want to feel something, not because I feel like I've got to prove a point.
You just did, and you didn't even have to touch me.
You see? Always pushing, pushing, pushing.
Don't flatter yourself,
This is
mister.
getting to be impossible.
Impossible? With you, believe me, that's what it should be. Alan, hi. It's Felicia.
Well, what a pleasant surprise.
Well, I said I would call you about our date tonight.
I hope that means we're on for tonight.
We absolutely are.
Good. I'll see you then.
I am under a court order. Becky has got to stay in the shelter until we can find her a good foster home. My hands are tied.
Zach, I appreciate your position, but somebody has to consider the child's interests, and if good, decent people are willing to care for
Mary,
her.
that's not the point.
What is the point? You've seen that place. Do you really think that's the best place for that little girl?
That is not my decision.
Then talk to the court. No judge in his right mind would send a child back to that overcrowded pigsty when she could be cared for here with us until a suitable home is found.
Mary, now, I got the people at support to keep from pressing charges temporarily. But if I don't show up over there with that little girl...
I'm sorry, Zach.
Mary, emotionally, I'm on your side. But you cannot disregard the law.
The law can be changed, especially when it hurts the very people it's designed to protect.
I suppose there's no way that I'm going to make you change your mind.
You don't know, Mary.
You're taking a big risk.
I don't care.
I'll be in touch.
Thanks for stopping by, Zach.
Yeah. Later.
Do you have any opinions on all this?
Yeah. Oh, Ada. Listen, can you hold the fort down for a while by yourself? Yeah, we got a little girl over here. It's gonna need our help.
Could we give Sherry a bowl of baths too?
Well, we just gave her one last night, remember?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But you know what? If she's good, maybe we'll give her one later.
When's my daddy coming?
You really miss him a lot, don't you?
Every Saturday, he brought me to the park to feed the squirrels.
You know what? My dad did the same thing. I had a favorite squirrel. You know what I named him? I named him Bunny.
Like a bunny rabbit.
That's right.
My daddy got me a bunny rabbit once.
He did.
But Mommy made me bring it back. My mommy went away.
I know, sweetheart, but it's gonna be okay. Because I'm here and I'll take care of you and I'm never gonna go away.
I cried when my mommy went away.
So did I.
Hello? Hi, it's Dr. Gazer again. About the house at the island. Yes, there's one other thing, please. I want you to make sure that I won't have any servants there. No, that's right. I'd like to be completely alone. Yes, as it turns out, it is going to be something of a honeymoon. I'm sure you understand. Ah, one other thing. Please have the phone disconnected. Yes. No, I want to be completely undisturbed. Yes, exactly. Thanks so much.
You can't do this. I won't let you.
Well, concentrate on the killer's MO. Maybe that's what's going to be different.
No, that's not it.
You can't stop what you've started. Don't you dare defy me. Don't.
It's a message. I knew it. Talk to me. Talk to me. You'll not hear from me again. I'm not playing anymore. The game is over. I won.
This part of Another World was brought to you by Ultra Pampers, the diaper with a lock-away core that takes wetness and locks it away from your baby's skin. So even when they're wet, they're dry.
Tonight, Mary Poppins Has Nothing on The Incredible Ida Early, a very special premiere for the whole family, followed by Miami Vice.
Hello, this is Sandra Santiago of Miami Vice. Tonight, Tubbs is haunted by his past when his former partner resurfaces in Miami, right in the middle of a drug bust. What side of the law is this man on? Find out tonight on Miami Vice.
After that, get to know a real maverick, a man of mystery, and a man on a mission. Get to know Stingray tonight on NBC.
Join us each weekday for the continuing story of Another World.